And they went out there behind them there pyramids, and they was a hugging, and they was a kissing, and they was they was a well, they was doing other things.
Thanks.
And other things.
Hardcore fans You know, and they can afford to gamble. When you have a guy like Paola in the middle, that you can come out with your defense, make some mistakes, miss some guys. He's going to be back there to cover you, and you know that just makes it so much easier to play aggressive.
All right, so Bob Rado has his team over. They're getting their last instructions. Rams are already out there ready to roll, and we are as well. Yes, we have one more game left in our Homer Center regular season portion of the schedule. That's coming up on Monday against West Shamokin here. And we're ready to go. Chuck Glasser, Keith Fry, Tony Satil, our officiating crew. And Mr. Glasser put the ball in the air. Get this one underway. Does so. The tip is controlled by Homer Center. Sean Patterson comes up with that. He'll drive down the lane. Little reverse layup, and it's good. Nice play there.
I think he was looking really to pass the ball, and he got so far down, he said, I have nothing else I can do but this little half hook. Reverse shot, and in it went.
Great little shot there. To the corner for the Rams, and Matthew Marinchak will take the shot and miss. Paola the rebound. The putback, Henry partially blocked. Another offensive rebound, and then the third putback by Paola, and it is 2-2.
It's just so hard to get out of there. I mean, he just stood in there and just continually rebounded.
Now Tanner Yancey, the Marinchaks get team up on him. Actually, Michael did. He got it off. And the turnover turns into points very quickly.
You can't throw over a trap. You've got to try to cut through it.
Jackson Ludwig, they press again and get it away again, but the Wildcats Patterson on the floor, and we're going to have a foul call on Sean Patterson from the floor. So his press right away, troublesome for Homer Center. 2 turnovers, and the foul on Sean Patterson.
Yeah, that press is old as a hill. I used that in elementary school.
Inbounds, and the jumper taken and missed by the Rams, and here comes Tanner Yancey for the Wildcats. Toss it to the corner. Chris Ober has to clean it up, but he does, and out front he comes to Blake Henry with the left-handed dribble. Kicks it off to Patterson. Half-court offense here, Patterson, and Matthew Marinchak got after him. Actually, that was Ludwig. It's out of bounds off Jackson Ludwig, so Homer Center will maintain control. Henry near midcourt.
1-2-2 zone.
Left wing. There's Jaden Ivanek at the foul line extended. Kick it out. A 3-ball taken and hit by Tanner Yancey.
It's good. They were patient. Tanner got a quality shot at top of the arc.
Matthew Marinchak, other end, jumper 2 for Ligonier Valley. 6-5 Rams, and another turnover on the press. Ludwig intercepts.
Timeout on this press.
There's Jackson Ludwig again, outside. Paola, 3-ball, in and out. Rebound, Michael Marinchak puts it in. And Homer Center continues to struggle. Yancey's pass is tipped right back into his hands. Here come the Wildcats. Patterson drives down the lane on Paola, got it up and rolls it off. It's a nice move by him.
Yep.
8-5. Rams lead it. Michael Marinchak spins 360 in the lane, off balance behind the basket, uses the left hand and puts it in. 10-5. They're playing another brand of basketball.
Yeah, Homer needs it. Just spread the floor, take your time, be patient. They're going to double you. Somebody's wide open, and Homer's just panicked. Bob needs a timeout. He's getting one.
Slapped away by the Rams, and it goes out of bounds off Homer Center. 5th turnover early. 10-5. Ligonier Valley leads it. Timeout on the floor. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School basketball night. AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. Just a 30, please. May have got an extra turnover in there against Homer, so next one I won't count it.
That's not my area, I'm sorry. I don't want to do to keep up with the scoring.
People who saw me play would say, well, that's his area, turnovers. Ligonier Valley leads this ball game 10-5, 5:33 left in the first quarter tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth.
They're playing at a pace they like. They with that pressure. And Bob did a good thing calling that timeout just to get him settled down and say, this is where you look.
Jumper by Matthew Marinchak won't go. Paola, though, right underneath the basket, and he puts the rebound in. His second bucket. And Yancey splits the double team and trouble controlling the ball. He gets all the way to the baseline, does save it in bounds, but then it's off the leg of Sean Patterson. And another Homer Center turnover. That is number 5.
Oh, actually,
they turned it back around.
Apparently, it hit Ligonier Valley player before it went out.
All right, so Patterson brings it in to the corner. Chris Ober, first touch, 3 ball. Chris Ober.
Those are the shots that Homer needs to hit. Just to hang around, just let Ligonier know they're not going to go away.
12-8 Rams, way outside, 6 feet beyond the arc. The jumper Michael Marinchak doesn't go. Tanner Yancey will chase it down in the open court, drive it up the floor, slap that from behind by Jackson Ludwig, and Tanner didn't know he was coming and lost it out of bounds. That is turnover number 5.
Just not sure what he wants to do with the ball. I mean, you make your mind up, you cross that timeline or that foul line, you know what you're doing. You're taking the shot no matter what.
Michael Marinchak, left side for Matthew. Cross court, Ludwig on the wing, a 3. In and out, rebound, pulled away by Niebelson, and then he lost it on the dribble out of bounds. That's the Rams' first turnover of the night. Our first Commonwealth Bank quick stats, first Commonwealth Bank time to be first, member FDIC. Payola intercepts, number 6 in the turnover department for Homer Center. And then Payola on the drive will be fouled by Tanner Yancey. And Merrick Payola will step to the line and shoot 2.
Payola sits back. That's the old diamond trap that you get down here in the quarter court and trap the ball against the sideline. The normal passes to the middle, but they cover that. What he did was right, but they need to get penetration from a forward down and across the timeline so that he has a neat open pass. Payola just sits back here and reads that, and he'll pick that off every time.
Misses his first free throw, has another one coming with 4:22 left in the first quarter. 12-8, Ligonier Valley leads and make it 13. And Homer Center will take the basketball over. Blake Henry gets the inbounds pass, and then he lost it into the midcourt. Payola will intercept. Michael Marinchak drive down the lane. Yancey tried to defend it, and he just pulled it away and around him and put it in. And Tanner lucky he didn't get called there.
Yeah.
Jaden Ivanek out ahead to Sean Patterson. Cross-court pass intended back for Henry. And Ligonier Valley tips it out of bounds. 4:03 left in the first.
Good move there, putting Jaden down in the corner. Now he could throw over that because he can get up, so you can bring that forward down on that side and break the press, and that's what happened.
7-point lead for the Rams. Wildcat basketball. Patterson will lob it in to Tanner Yancey. And Tanner goes high post for Ivanek. Backdoor cut, Patterson for the lay-in. Nice play.
That's what I'm talking about. This team runs their half court and is patient with the ball. Those chances will be there.
15-10. Jackson Ludwig for Ligonier Valley. Matthew Marinchak back to Ludwig. They work the perimeter. There's Michael. And his pass for Payola way over his head. Turnover number 2 on Ligonier Valley. And a timeout on the floor. Rams lead at 15-10. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School basketball night on AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. We're going to do this, and we're going to do one of the IRMCs, please.
I don't know whether it was like everywhere else, but it did exactly what they said it was going to do. It rained, and then it got cold, and everything froze, and got ice everywhere. God help me, you got to love January. Western Pennsylvania.
Off the timeout, it is Homer Center basketball following the Ligonier Valley turnover. And again, here comes that press.
And they were a little late. They're just picking up half court.
Henry's pass out ahead. Here's Jaden Ivanek, a nice drive. They broke the press textbook there. And the lay-in by Ivanic makes it 15-12.
And they're knowing a little more about what they want to do before they get that initial pass, and that's good. And putting Ivanic down there gives them another option that they did not have with guards.
Ligonier Valley the lead in the ball. And left side, Nebelson will go to the mid post for Michael Marinchak. Turns it around. He just lost it on his way up on the dribble. Now he'll slap it from behind away from Tanner Yancey, but Tanner chases it down into the lane. He got the shot off and got a foul. And that'll be on Isaac Nebelson and put Yancey on the free throw line. Shooting 2 to pull his club within 1.
You know, the first time these teams played, it was no contest. First half, it was just a total blowout. But, I think Homer gets over the fact that they're in awe of this team and start playing hard against them. They're starting to get some good results. That steal was a good example.
Aaron Totino onto the floor for Ligonier Valley, replacing Nebelson. Yancey hits his first and now his second, and it's 15-14 Ligonier Valley. 2:56 left in the first quarter. Jackson Ludwig right side, back up top behind Michael Marinchak. Floater in the lane from him off the back of the iron. Got a nice little shooter's roll there from Marinchak. Soft touch, 6 points for him. And it's 17-14 Rams. Cross court into the corner for Sean Patterson. Launch the 3. Back of the iron. Ivanic will get the long rebound for Homer Center. Outside for Sean Patterson. They'll reset. High post for Ivanic. Jumper from the free throw line. Back of the iron. He got the shooter's roll. It's 17-16 Rams.
That's that home course. That's that member bounce they talk about in golf.
Yeah, well, then explain that. There's Marinchak down the lane. He'll miss the layup with the left hand. Homer Center grabs the rebound. Wildcats can take a lead here. Blake Henry. Tanner Yancey, left wing high, jumper no. Rebound into the corner for Matthew Marinchak, and he'll try to split out of there. And I believe Blake Henry will be called for this one. Now it's going to be Sean Patterson, and that's 2 on him. Most likely we'll get a substitution. No, nobody up. Alrighty.
Patterson, the senior, is playing very well. He's doing all the right things out there, and it's important. Plus, he's tall enough. They're putting him out front on this zone. That way he can challenge.
Ram basketball, right wing jumper for 3, missed by Totino. Long rebound is to Jackson Ludwig. Here comes Totino down the right side of the lane. Power move by Aaron for 2.
Yeah, he took advantage of everybody sagging in on the big guy and just took that lane that they gave him.
19-16 Ligonier Valley. High post Ivanic, corner Ober. That's a 2, it won't go. And Paolo the rebound for Ligonier Valley with 1:22 left in the quarter. Rams lead it by 3. Little head fake by Matthew Marinchak. Get himself free for a jumper 3. No, Paolo the rebound. His shot is rejected by Jaden Ivanic and goes out of bounds.
Jaden can get it in the air. I think he just wanted to send a little message here. Caleb Learn has had a couple of nice games this year into the ball game.
John Gearhart will return as well. Patterson and Ober off the floor. 2-3 zone from Homer Center. Inbounds Ligonier Valley with a 3-point lead and 1:11 left in the first quarter.
Again, got to be aggressive. Go after these guys that box out.
Cross court to Michael Marinchak. Paola comes mid-post. Marinchak needs some help. He picked up his dribble. Nice pass down low for Totino. Rejected by Henry of Homer Center. Yancey comes the other way. Oh, great pass to Gearhart for the lay-in. Jim's coming alive here. Paola goes to the floor, lost it. Henry will slap it out of bounds, and they're pointing Homer Center's way.
Homer's getting a little cocky now, and that's the thing Ligonier does not want to allow to happen.
19-18 Ligonier Valley with 45 seconds left in the first. And here comes Homer Center again with a chance to take a lead. Ivanic in a high post, he goes low. Caleb Learn, pump fake, put it up too strong. Rebound on the other side for Matthew Marinchak of Ligonier Valley. Here they come with half a minute to go. Rams by 1. And left side for Michael Marinchak. He'll come back out front. Little step dribbles. He misses the jumper, but the rebound, Paola had the inside position, missed the putback, but then tipped it in.
That's my point, that you can take those shots because you got a guy like him inside. Oh.
Gearhart's three rolls in and out. Ligonier Valley the rebound. Paola out ahead of the pack with 3 seconds to go. Yancey made the play, slapped it away out of bounds. Homer Center will get the basketball. Quarter's going to expire before they can do anything with it, but they avoid the open bucket.
Yeah, it would have been an easy lay-in.
And there's the end of one. Ligonier Valley leading Homer Center 21. Tough though, you get sick and miss a game like this. Especially get toward the end of the year.
Yeah, this is Sutter say this would be a major upset.
Yeah.
Make your season. And I said, well, you know, you're right there, Jimmy.
But how does the Sardone help out here underneath on the rebounding? That's where they've struggled.
Yeah, I mean, he's just standing there. Those guys are missing, and he's going over our guys.
Second quarter underway. Ligonier Valley basketball. Michael Marinchak will lob it low for Paola, and Homer Center will intercept. There's Blake Henry in the backcourt, and a reach foul on Matthew Marinchak. One of those cases where Ligonier Valley committed the turnover and got a little bit anxious to make amends.
You know, I'm reading in their faces. They're smiling. They're laughing at the calls like they're, you know, hey, you know, we're too good for this. You shouldn't be calling these fouls. It's just an attitude right now I'm seeing from them. And they better adjust it because they're playing in a small conference. They're not playing schools their size week in and week out.
Sean Patterson back on the floor for Homer Center to start this quarter. His pass is tipped out of bounds, and that's a Homer Center turnover that Michael Marinchak takes the other way and turns into points off the inbounds.
Did a nice job protecting the ball down the lane there.
Caleb Learn brings it the whole way for Homer Center. Passes off to Sean Patterson. Paola was there. He pumped him, got him up in the air, but then took a step or two extra, and that's a traveling violation. Wildcats giving Tanner Yancey a break to start this second quarter. He's back up off the bench, ready to check in again. Matthew Marinchak, the basketball, baseline for Paola. Learn bumps him. He floats back inbounds and gets it in. Matthew Merrick Paola now.
Nice job by Caleb, but you don't quit on him. You just keep after him. If you foul him, you foul him, but you don't let him take that little 5-footer.
Rams have scored the first 4 of this second quarter, and they lead it 25-18. Patterson out. Yancey is back. He got his extra breath there, and now he's got to go. Coach Rado stealing him a minute. Yancey with the basketball now. Tino steps out on the defense. There's Yancey across the top. Gearhart. High post for Ivanek. Jaden back to Gearhart. Jumper inside the arc is short, but Learn is there. Ball came right down to him, and he laid it in quickly.
That's a big bucket for Caleb there, and that's what I liked about him is he didn't quit. He watched the shot, not the player.
25-20. And there is the three-pointer. Taken and hit by Isaac Niebelson. 28-20. Ivanek the other way for Homer Center. An extra step there. Traveling violation on the Wildcats, and that is turnover number 10 by Homer Center. They trail by 8. Now the other way, Mary Paola gets the easy bucket down low. The good assist by Michael Marinchak. And the other way comes Homer Center. Caleb Learn slapped away from him. And out of bounds, Homer Center will maintain.
It's at the 10-point mark here. The Wildcats need now to score to try to keep this game below 10 differential here.
Blake Henry for Homer Center. Back wall. The pass was beyond the reach.
Caleb had a gap there. He saw it. Caleb moved toward it, but not as fast as Blake anticipated. Oh, he hit the wall.
30-20 Ligonier Valley with 5:53 left here in the second quarter. Outside Nebelson 3, back of the iron. Henry the rebound for Homer Center. As Chris Ober gets set to check back in. Henry underhanded pass to Gearhart on the sideline. He's trapped there. Double team. Gets it off though. Vanek, no look pass down low. Learn. Took it right up against Paola and got it in.
Yeah, he put a little pump fake. Paola didn't go for it, but he still was able to power it in. Big bucket. Big
timing
bucket.
play there. There's Matthew Marinchak for Michael. Michael Marinchak tried to back Vanek down. He does so. Gets the jumper off. It misses. Tipped by Paola. And then off of that, Jaden Vanek comes down with it.
Good work by Jaden Vanek. Oh my, these unforced turnovers. This is the one thing you cannot do.
Jonathan Gearhart, he had Blake Henry. They were the only two guys in the backcourt, but he just held on to the basketball and took an extra step. That's 3 times the Wildcats have done that here in this second quarter. Inbounds pass, almost stolen by Henry, went right between his legs. Outside, Ludwig, 3, no. Yancey, rebound, Homer Center. Here comes Jaden Vanek. Vanek, behind the back pass to the corner for Ober. Ober to Yancey and then back. Now here's Vanek. Pump fake got right by Paola, and he got it in the basket.
Oh, good quick move. Good quick move. You get these guys that love to block shots, and if you can do that, you can get a shot like that, and Jaden's cut it to 6.
30-24, Ligonier Valley. Michael Marinchak to Matthew. Three-pointer, 3 steps beyond the arc. Misses. Nebelson, rebound, put back, no. Paola, fouled underneath by Blake Henry.
It's a good foul. It's a good foul. I mean, you got to work them over in there. Homer's giving away so much height that if you don't physically play these guys, and you're going to be totally blown out. So they're doing a nice job of just working him over.
Paola looks for the inbounds pass, comes instead to the corner. Ludwig for 3, Jackson Ludwig.
Homer has to sit back, and when they do, obviously these shooters have good looks. They're getting excellent looks at the hoop, but you know, you got to pick your poison. Right now, Homer's hoping they miss these shots.
Ludwig tips the pass out of bounds. Inbounds for the Wildcats again. Ober in the backcourt with Yancey. Long pass ahead for Henry. 4:18 to go in the half. Henry goes around the back, outside for Tanner Yancey. High post, Jaden Vanek. Paola lays back. Inside pass for Yancey. He's blocked from behind by Michael Marinchak, and the Rams come back up the floor. Leading by 9, Michael Marinchak floats to the right side. Now he's going to try baseline. Got trapped beneath the basket, and he stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
He said he was pushed, but then, hey, welcome to playoff basketball. That's how it's called.
Timeout on the floor. 3:58 left in the first half. 33-24 Ligonier Valley and Indiana Regional Medical Center high school basketball night. AM 1160, 101.1 FM. I need 60 seconds here, please. As if I can hear him. He's across the gym. Hey, SeaWorld people, you guys watching this game, you're getting a treat.
Yeah, this is
good offense.
The first game was just indescribable. I don't think Homer scored 30 points the whole game.
Homer Center basketball off the timeout. The Wildcats trailing at 33-24, and Jaden Vanek will get the inbounds pass. He's double teamed, gets it off to Tanner Yancey. Tanner will cross the timeline. Left-handed dribble down low. He finds Chris Ober, pops a 14-footer. It doesn't go. Yancey, rebound, put back. He is fouled and will shoot too. Thought he should have got that one down, but it wouldn't go for him. Jackson Ludwig's foul. His first, only the third on Ligonier Valley. Yancey is 2 for 2. His first free throw is
goes without saying.
Tanner missed that first Ligonier Valley game, didn't he? I don't know if he was ill.
recall. It could be.
Here comes the second. What goes without saying? I almost didn't let you say it.
They got to make these foul shots. Anytime they get them, they got to make them. That's been a problem for this team throughout the course of the season.
33-26, Ligonier Valley. Rams basketball. Michael Marinchak. He'll come left side for Nebelson. Matthew Marinchak. Nebelson again in the corner. And then Jaden Ivanek goes up high and bats that pass off the back wall. Got a little bit of a limp.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He wouldn't miss this for the world this game. He likes the challenge.
Everybody knows Jaden is made out of elastic. Jumper Marinchak from 14 won't go. Rebound Blake Henry. Here comes Tanner Yancey for Homer Center. And his pass Ludwig. Great play.
Yeah, he read that the whole way. You notice that?
Stole it. And then pass behind his back to Payola to save it. But the Rams will come back and throw it off the back wall. Another turnover. 5th on Ligonier Valley. Homer Center with 13.
That's way too many. I'm surprised they have that many, and they're still reasonably close.
33-26 Rams. Corner 3 for Ober. Off the iron, no. Learn, another offensive rebound for Homer Center. Ober will kick it out. Ivanek, that's a 3 for Jaden. That's not his shot, but he makes a good effort at it. Yancey the rebound. He's fouled on the putback, most likely Michael Marinchak.
They got away with that earlier over the back, not this time.
It's going to be on Nebelson. And that'll be 2 on him. And 4 for 4 for Yancey as he steps to the free throw line. Wildcats trailing by 7. Knocks in his first. 8 points for Tanner Yancey here in the first half.
It's keeping Homer close. This is a 2-possession game right now.
He got them both again. He's perfect 6 for 6. He's the only Wildcat to step to the line tonight. 33-28 Ligonier Valley. 2:50 left in the first half. And Michael Marinchak with Chris Ober defending. Drive to the foul line, kick it out for his brother Matthew. Matthew, ball on the floor. Wildcats call for a push-off. They don't get it. Drive and a miss by Ludwig, and then the rebound is tapped into the open court, and he chases it down. Well, Tanner Yancey thought he had the angle to intercept that pass out, but he got there a bit too soon, and he fouls. Commits his second.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a touch foul, too. He tried to pull up, could not.
Now, here's a real key for Homer Center is can Yancey get out of this first half without committing that third?
They put him out front here, which is a good move.
The right side, Matthew Marinchak. He double dribbled the Wildcats thought. Michael Marinchak in the lane. Little fade back, step back jumper. That's a pretty move there by Michael Marinchak as he gets.
Yeah, he's able to control the ball so well.
His 9th and 10th points of the night. 35-28 Rams. Blake Henry will come to the baseline for Caleb Learn. Back out front for Yancey. Corner over. Chris down low. He finds Jaden Ivanek. Shot won't go. Michael Marinchak defended. And Ivanek appeared to tip it out of bounds, but they say it is off of Ligonier Valley. Tony Satile talking with Coach Berger of Ligonier Valley.
He's feeling they got homered there.
Well, you should know Tony's a lawyer. He's not going to lose the argument. Ivanek in the corner for Homer Center. Back out front for Ober. 1:48 left in the first half. Here's Tanner Yancey. 35-28 Ligonier Valley tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Yancey dribbles out front against this 2-3 zone. Henry, baseline, Learn, drive it right to the basket. Put it in.
You know, they just gave up on Caleb. He's sitting out in the corner. He got the pass. Nobody bothered him, so he just drove down the lane and laid it in. That's amazing.
35-30 Ligonier Valley. Tutino lobs it low for Payola. Gets it in the post. Learn is on his arm. Payola's going to go shoot 2. That is a field foul.
Yeah, that was a good
say.
reach. And they're saying, no, that was not a shooting foul. They're going to have to bring it in. Caleb tied the ball up. That's what you have to do.
First on Learn. Comes with 1:18 left in the half. The inbounds pass comes to Matthew Marinchak. 3 feet beyond the arc. The three-pointer is short. Rebound Learn. Out ahead Yancey. Yancey drives it right down the lane and in.
Boy, he's feeling it now. This is what Tanner Yancey was expected to do.
35-32 Ligonier Valley. Blake Henry slaps it away. Out in the open court. Yancey wrestles it away. Ober drives up and in. 35-34, Ligonier Valley. Inside a minute to go in the first half. Here's Michael Marinchak down the lane, collides. Henry got him. Learn got him too. Chuck Lasher's choice. He's going to give it to Blake Henry. 2 on him.
Marinchak said to the ref, thank you.
He will step to the line.
He's going to get his eyes open on the road. You think this is rough?
35-34, Ligonier Valley the lead with 46 seconds left in the first half. And Marinchak is good on the first one. 11 points for the junior guard.
Homer within 1 field goal of tying this basketball game.
You're okay with it.
The first meeting, I don't think they scored 30 points.
Missed the second one. The rebound for Caleb Learn again for Homer Center. Trailing by 2 with 41 seconds left in the half.
You got some inspired performances by guys tonight.
Jaden Ivanek in the high post. Slapped away from him. Gets the pass out to Blake Henry. Through his legs, he chases it down. Henry, sideline. Caleb Learn is bumped. The foul is on Matthew Marinchak. Second on him. 5th team foul. 28.8 seconds left in the half. Learn to bring it in. Substitution, Ligonier Valley is going to get Cooper Mills onto the floor, replacing Matthew Marinchak. And Caleb Learn will bring it in into the backcourt to Tanner Yancey with 28 seconds left.
Sure, Homer's going to play for the 1. Either go in down 2 or tie.
They trail 36-34. And Totino with the reach-in foul is number 6. Ligonier Valley.
This is part of the game. You got to adjust to what is being called. Ligonier seems to be offended that they're being called on these fouls, but that's what the trend has been throughout the game. Homer's got a bunch as well.
17 fouls, as a matter of fact, on Homer Center.
That's right.
Inbounds to Tanner Yancey with 16 seconds left. He sees a double up ahead, and so he dribbles away from it. Now he comes right side for Ober. Pass to Ivanek. Outside for Blake Henry. Henry the drive, around the back again. Outside, Yancey, 3 seconds left. 3-pointer won't go. Rebound tipped out. Yancey one last chance, and it won't go. We played a half of basketball and a very entertaining one at that. Ligonier Valley leads it, 36. the SeaWorld Satellite Channel.
See our #1 fans over in the front row, Mr. Jim Sutter. I walked in with him tonight. He was hoping for a major upset. Well, we're pretty
doing their
close.
best.
We're a lot closer than I would have thought. Trust me, a lot of folks told me that. Here we are. So let's see what the Wildcats can do here in the second half. They get the ball to start it, so here we go.
Homer Center will send out Ivanek, Ober, Learn, Yancey, and Henry. And Ligonier Valley will pressure right off the bat. Jaden Ivanek will get the inbounds pass. He's got Paola out in the open floor, and he's quick, but Paola in that case was quicker. He steals it away and drives length of the floor and lays it in.
Yeah, Jaden went to sleep. Big mistake.
Turn your head on Merrick Paola. He'll make you pay, and he just did. 38-34, Ligonier Valley.
Homer actually had the case of the drowsies there.
Blake Henry comes up to the foul line from Caleb Learn to Jaden Ivanek. Now here's Chris Ober. He'll kick it out to Tanner Yancey. They'll reset. Yancey, he drives it right down the lane and lays it in with the underhand layout.
Yeah, they kind of cleared the lane. I don't know where Paola went on that. He left the lane.
He followed Ivanek outside. There's a jumper three, taken and missed by Nebelson. Rebound Henry. Homer Center trailing by 2. Can Tyre take a lead? They've not had the lead tonight. Well, they did. They had the opening bucket.
They made the opening bucket, and it's been that. But they've been close.
Yancey battling with Michael Marinchak. And they're going to call a charge on Tanner Yancey as they got tangled up. And they're going to say Tanner leaned in and commits his 3rd foul. He and Michael Marinchak were all tangled up.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. And again, this has been hard fought. Homer is taking nothing from Ligonier, and you got to be careful.
Lob low from Paola. He caught it in the air while he was in the air, spun in the air, and laid it off the glass. A gorgeous play by Merrick Paola.
Yeah, he did a nice job there. It was well done. That's what I'm talking about, making use of him in the half court.
4-point lead for Ligonier Valley. Homer Center goes into a weave. Henry with the backdoor cut. Ober instead finds Learn, who dribbles it back out front. The handoff to Blake Henry. Henry ball on the floor once more. Here's Jaden Ivanek. Merrick Paola on him. Goes for the steal, and Jaden spins away from him. He sort of baited him into that one.
Yeah, he did. He said you did it once. Here, you want it? Then he pulled it away.
Hit it from the foul line then. Now the baseline drive here from Ludwig will miss. Yancey gets after the rebound and has it. 40-38, Ligonier Valley. Chris Ober, double clutch down the lane. Blocked out of bounds by Matthew Marinchak, but did he foul? They're going to say the foul is on whom? Michael Marinchak or, yeah.
Good putting.
Michael Marinchak.
That's his first foul.
His first. And 2 shots for Chris Ober to tie the game. First one, good. Second one. 6 minutes even left in the 3rd quarter as Ober puts it up and knocks it in. We're all tied up at 40.
How about that? They were down as many as 10. I made the comment they didn't want to get any further away, and they have not.
Wildcats have tied it. They're in the 2-3 again. Michael Marinchak left side high for Ligonier Valley. Gets the screen from Paola. He'll come to the left side for Matthew Marinchak. Cross court. Ludwig to the corner for Nebelson. Merrick Paola high post intercepted. Stepping into the lane, Tanner Yancey. Around the back. Oh, the layup won't go. Henry can't get the rebound and it's out of bounds. He saw the defender coming to Tanner. He spun it around his back. Had the open layup, it wouldn't go down.
It's a gorgeous move, and that is just unfair that that ball would not go down. Rimmed the rim, as they say, went right around.
Well, Michael Marinchak, he dribbles right into Tanner Yancey, who falls down. Marinchak will miss it from 14. And Blake Henry rebounds for Homer Center. Left side, he finds Jaden Ivanek. Jaden cut off, he'll lob it to the left side. Henry, head up, looking for a passer.
Again, this is something that you need to do. Take your time. You got the ball. You got the advantage.
Tied at 40. Chris Ober. I thought that was a double dribble.
I think it was. Tell you the truth.
Outside, his pass comes to Ivanek. Homer Center's not led since the opening bucket of the game, and Merrick Paola in the open court reaches in on Jaden Ivanek. Only his first. Homer Center will get the basketball again.
I'm trying to read the coach for Ligonier and whether he's mad at the call or mad at the player, because that was a poor decision on Payolas. He got away with that once with the steal, but reaching across the body way out in the front court don't make sense.
Tanner Yancey, right side for Homer Center, hands it off to Chris Over. Over to Caleb Learn. Learn to the foul line. He comes it right down the lane. Layup it in! Caleb Learn.
That was a little hesitation, the dribble. I'm sure you saw that, Todd, and then it just went blasting down the lane. Fearless. Caleb's playing fearless.
Now he's in front of Payola. They're going to give this foul to Caleb. I thought Payola came over his back.
That's what he's, I'll tell you, he had nice position there.
Oh, that's...
That he reached for it, and...
they're going to say that he actually reached back there and held off Payola, but...
Well, you got to do that. You got to be physical, and he knows it. He's going to play him that way.
Ligonier Valley now trailing 42-40. Inbounds, Ludwig 3 from the corner. No. Rebound, Merrick Payola. Got Ivanek in the air. Got it up, got it down, and got a foul. Ivanek, his first. And Payola with the chance for the three-point play.
It's a good, strong move, good shot.
17 for Payola with a chance to convert it.
He lives in there. I mean, those shots are, he shoots 1,000 of those probably in every week.
Pulls this one in.
So, you know, it's tough to stop him.
43, or 40, it should be 44-43, should it not?
That should
Ivanek. The backdoor cut is to Yancey. He got it up, threw it over his head on Payola, got the foul, and a chance for a three-point play.
That was an amazing shot. Payola is just dumbfounded. He said, I'm just standing there. Yeah, but you can move your arm into the shooter. That's what he did. Their coach is saying no. He said, hey, he wasn't doing it. I'm not sure what the scores are right. I'm going to have to add mine up. 2, 4, 6, 10.
Yancey converts the three-point play.
Is.
The score is right. It's 45-43, Homer Center.
Yeah, we're right.
4:05 left in the third quarter.
Who would have thought it?
Matthew Marinchak. Well, I think those 5 guys in white jerseys out there right now thought it.
Well, you told me the story of a few other games, and you're right. You're seeing it.
Michael Marinchak way outside, 6 feet beyond the arc. He misses the 3. Ober battles and gets the rebound for Homer Center.
Blake Henry hasn't scored, but he's done a solid job out front, bringing the ball up and just making good passes.
Left side, he finds Jaden Ivanek. Cross court for Chris Ober. To the right side, Yancey, 14-footer, won't go. Rebound is bounced right back to him. Ivanek down low. He scoops it out around Payola, won't get it though. Matthew Marinchak the rebound.
He's got all kinds of moves, doesn't he? He just needed to get that basket.
Like he's made out of liquid there, the way he pours around. Jackson Ludwig will come across the lane, force up a running hook shot, it won't go. Wildcat rebound, Henry needs help, and then stepping in front, intercepting his Niebelson across the lane. He finds Michael Marinchak. That's a gorgeous play by Isaac Niebelson.
That's just poor execute. Homer, everybody left Henry. They double teamed him, he had nowhere to throw it. You can't leave your guy down the floor.
Tied at 45, now Henry's pass gets beyond Yancey. The interception. Here come the Rams. Matt Marinchak puts it in and gets the foul.
Well, those hurt.
2:47 left in the third. The foul is the third on Blake Henry. There's a timeout on the floor. Rams lead. Spring it on him like that.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what Homer's guys were thinking. They just took off and left him down there. I mean, they might have thought I weren't going to press, but you can see when there's 2 guys going the other way. Something's going on.
Following the timeout, it's Ligonier Valley's Matthew Marinchak stepping to the free throw line to try to convert a three-point play. He's put his club back on top, 47-45. Has the basketball. Big, deep breath, ball in the air, and he got it. Rams by 3, 48-45. Now pressing. Henry in the backcourt, lobs it for Yancey, tips it to himself. Yancey up the sideline. And Michael Marinchak is called for blocking as he was backpedaling as furiously as he could, but
yeah, he was bumping him, and you know, just little checks to try to slow him down.
Inbounds is to Ober. Here's Ivanek. He goes baseline for Learn across the lane. Yancey puts it up, misses. Payola bothered that shot, and then it's out of bounds off Ligonier Valley. Good job by Merrick Payola, just stand his ground.
Yeah, and Homer, you know, they need to get a score here. They do not want to let this extend here, this lead extend, so they need to score badly here.
3-point lead, Ligonier Valley into the corner for Henry. Up front, Over. Foul line, Ivanek. Will put it up from there. Back of the iron softly won't go. Learn tips. That won't go either. And Ligonier Valley's Nebelson will pull the rebound now. Out of the baseline, up the floor they come. Payola, that's a three. It's in and out. Henry rebounds for Homer Center.
I think Homer will give that shot every time. You know, you get him away from the hoop anyway, and that's what happened. Didn't make it.
Yancey in the half court. Wildcats trail by 3. Over. Thought about it. Yancey gets it back. Foul line jumper for him. Short. Rebound tipped into the backcourt. He chases down. Here comes Tanner again to the corner. Over. 3-ball from there. Can he tie? No, he can't. Michael Marinchak rebounds for Ligonier Valley. Leads the break. He's got Payola out ahead. Stops. Ivanek into the air. And Michael Marinchak ducks underneath him. Ivanek comes down on his back, and that's a foul on Jaden. It is the 5th team foul, I believe.
You can call that on the floor, too.
Second foul on Ivanek.
15 foul, 4 for Ligonier.
1:49 to go in the quarter. Matt Marinchak across the lane. Ober and Yancey team up and strip it away from him.
Well, big possession now. Homer's kind of cooled off. They need a bucket here to try to get back, get some momentum, get the crowd back in it.
Trailing by 3. Corner. Ober will try the 3 from this side, and he got it.
Thank you, Chris.
Chris Ober ties it up at 48. 1:26 to go.
We got a ball game now, Todd.
Matt Marinchak, that 3 is from about 7 feet beyond the arc.
No, the question is why?
Why take that shot? Bounces off the rim, goes up over the glass and out of bounds. Homer Center ball. Sean Patterson onto the floor, replacing Tanner Yancey for Homer Center.
Good move. Keep him away from that 4th foul.
There's Caleb Learn to Blake Henry in the backcourt. Henry stripped away. Matt Marinchak drives, puts it up, missed it. Jackson Ludwig is going to be fouled on the putback. And Homer, that's the problem when Tanner is out of there. There's nobody that can help out in that back end.
Everybody needs to go to the ball. Blake is not normally a guard in that sense.
3rd foul on Sean Patterson. 2 shots for Jackson Ludwig. Calmly drops the first one in.
Actually a good foul, though. It was an easy layup if he doesn't foul him, so makes him, forces him to make the shots. A good Gerhardt coming in now. He's a ball handler. He can help out on this press. Jonathan Gerhardt. So we're trying to get an extra minute of rest for Blake Henry and Tanner Yancey so they can go all the way in the 4th. Second shot for Ludwig. And he got them both. Rams back up on top. In the 3rd, 1:08 to go. Here's Chris Ober. Long pass to Sean Patterson. Stop, pull it back. Jumper for 2 won't go. Jackson Ludwig the rebound for Ligonier Valley. Matt Marinchak up the floor with 57 seconds. Marinchak double clutch, fancy move, baseline pass. Payola. Good pass down low, and Jaden Ivanek has just picked up his 3rd foul. Homer Center. Jaden says, I just went straight up. I never touched him. Well, I think he did touch him, but...
All right, Rams lead it by 2. Payola is 2 for 3 on the night from the line. His first one goes. Their margin is 3. Here comes another for the Ligonier Valley senior. 51.8 seconds left in the quarter, and they got the roll on that one. He has 20. 48 seconds to go. Evanek. Oh, what a fancy move by Jaden down on this end. Payola's going to rip down the rebound off the miss, though, and with 41 seconds to go, Rams by 4.
I'm sorry, Todd. They need better shot selection here. You're going to there to win another bucket.
Aaron Totino, open jumper. With 31 seconds to go, this pass then tipped out of bounds by Ligonier Valley. Rams have opened up a 6-point lead, 54-48. And Coach Rado saying, I got to get Yancey and Henry back out there.
He needs to get some offense in there. You can't make bad shots. Homer was starting to get sloppy again. It was a fancy shot by Jaden, but not the type you want to have.
All right, so Homer Center not sure of the personnel. And there they finally get John Gearhart off the floor. So 31.2 seconds left, trailing by 6, Homer Center basketball. Yancey toward the double team, kicks it right side for Blake Henry. Henry swings it around, and Ludwig swung around him, tried to bat it away from behind. Instead, he's called for the foul. Second on Jackson Ludwig. 19.8 seconds left in the quarter. Homer Center.
You said a learning experience. This is, and you know, there's a lot of fouls being called here, things that the Ligonier are complaining about, but that's oftentimes what you might run into in a playoff situation, and you got to deal with it.
Yancey for Homer Center, 11 seconds left. Gets the screen from Evanek, pulls away, 9 seconds. Blake Henry, 7 seconds. And stepping in front is Totino, slaps it away. Yancey gets it back, out ahead to Jaden Evanek, jumper, won't go. Well, that was an adventure at the end of the quarter. Ligonier Valley scores the last 6 and gets a 54-48 lead. And it is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school basketball night. AM 1160, 101.1 FM. Get underway in the fourth quarter with Ligonier Valley leading 54-48. Rams basketball. And Isaac Nebelson will put it on the floor, drive into the lane. His pass low for Michael Marinchak, too hard. And it is turnover only number 8 in the game for Ligonier Valley. And Homer Center will bring the basketball in, trailing by 6. Pass by Henry to Yancey. Underhanded out ahead. Caleb Learn just lost his handle on it, and Homer Center turns it right back.
Cat's making way too many mistakes. Caleb knows that needed to catch it and then make the move. He was trying to do it all at once, lost control.
So, Marinchak, Michael to Totino, now to the high post, Payola. He'll turn it down into the lane, miss the shot, tip it up and over everybody.
It's just so hard to stop, isn't it? I mean, that spin move was a thing of beauty, but then the tip.
Now the lead is 8, and Payola won't intercept Evanek on the other side. His long pass out ahead from Michael Marinchak. He can't catch up to it. Homer Center committing turnovers. Ligonier Valley did him a favor there and gave it
sure
back.
Did. They could have controlled the game here. Homer needs a bucket here badly. They've got to stay within shouting distance.
Chris Ober with the basketball. And out ahead. Here's Tanner Yancey down the lane, lays it up and in. That breaks a 10-0 run by Ligonier Valley and makes it 56-50. Homer Center had the lead.
Nice pass there by Caleb Learn that time. Again, a little slower pace, and they were able to get a good shot.
Rams with the lead in the ball. Totino up high for Matt Marinchak. Payola's in the high post. He gets it on the left elbow. Fadeaway jumper. He'll miss. Henry will rebound for Homer Center. And you're right. Homer Center would love to have Ligonier Valley keep taking shots that are outside the paint. Here's Henry for Homer Center to Tanner Yancey. Tino gets after him. Jaden Ivanek on the right side. 6:23 left. 56-50 Ligonier Valley.
Try to get Chris Ober isolated there. He is too low.
On the right side.
Slow to get it there.
Remember, Homer Center is playing tonight without Kobe Doherty and Ryan Sardone, both out with illness. And Caleb Learn with the basketball. Up top for Yancey. 6:04 left. Ivanek high post. He's double teamed. He's triple teamed. He gets it off to Henry. Little craziness going on there.
Yeah.
Henry out front now. Lake to the right side for Ober. Now into the post. It's stolen away by Marinchak. Tino out ahead. Drive it toward the basket and lay it in. Homer Center. I think the Wildcats were thinking we could probably time this, but he's just too fast.
Yeah, they just did a poor job there, execution.
58-50 Ligonier Valley. Ober. Three ball.
That's what I wanted the last possession.
And a timeout, Homer Center. 58-53 Ligonier Valley. Chris Ober's hit 3 threes. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School basketball night. AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. Just 30. Well, there will be none of that here tonight.
Yeah.
No decapitations on order.
Blake Henry hasn't even looked at the basket tonight, so you figure he's going to figure in something down the line somehow.
After the three-pointer by Chris Ober for Homer Center makes it 58-53. Ligonier Valley with a 5-point lead and the basketball. Michael Marinchak will walk it across the timeline. 5:26 left in the fourth quarter. Tanner Yancey will pick up Marinchak. Marinchak drives it through, splits the double team, but lost it on his way up. Jaden Ivanek for Homer Center, throws it right back. Ligonier Valley gets it out ahead. Marinchak drives it toward the hoop. Marinchak in and out, but what a push foul called, I believe, on Learn.
It was on the floor, but it will be a 1-on-1. Homer, it's their 7th team, or 8th. I'm sorry.
Caleb Learn's third. They have Jaden Ivanek on board. Jaden wasn't involved in the play.
No, that surely isn't right.
It was Henry and Learn there. No, they still have it on Jaden.
Wow, that's immense right at this juncture.
The 1-on-1 and Michael Marinchak misses.
Nobody's questioning it.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I saw it wrong.
No, I saw it the way you did.
Yancey double clutches. He goes down. That's a hard shot by Tanner Yancey to make it 58-55.
This is clearly the best I've seen Tanner play in 2 years, and that's not an exaggeration.
20 for Yancey. 4:48 left fourth quarter.
After those turnovers early on, he has really ramped it up.
Right side. Ludwig goes low for Michael Marinchak. Across the lane, down low. Good drive, draw, and dish. Merrick Payola the layup.
Well done. Drew the defense, found Payola. Easy bucket.
60-55, Homer Center trailing. Henry in the backcourt, needs some help. Here's Chris Ober, he gets the pass out ahead. Jaden Ivanek, defended hard by Ludwig. Comes out front for Ober, here's Henry. High post for Yancey, into the lane, pull-up jumper. Back of the iron, no. Chases after, gets his own rebound, up and in.
Well, he's putting him on his back, isn't he? Homer down 1 bucket.
22.
60-57.
22 for Yancey. 3:59 left fourth. 3-point deficit.
4-minute mark usually is the time that teams start to pull out and try to run a little clock, but you're only up 1 bucket, so I don't think you're going to see a lot of that.
Tino finds Payola at the right elbow. Smooth for Merrick Payola.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you give him that shot.
On the backcourt, this pass goes off the face of Chris Ober. The pressure defense by Ligonier Valley creates the turnover with 3:35 to go. It is 62-57 Ligonier Valley and a timeout on the floor on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School basketball night. AM 1160, 101.1 FM. hit his eye. He'd smile.
They get so close, and then they like bone it. You know, you have guys that far apart. That's tailor-made for steals, making those long passes.
That's really neat.
Point well taken, my son. Their best ball handlers bringing it in.
Ligonier Valley with the basketball inbounds for Aaron Totino. 62-57. Rams lead it. Easy one. Inbounds for Michael Marinchak. He missed the layup, though. Henry comes away with it for Homer Center. Coming the other way, Michael Marinchak stole it right back.
What Blake's thinking, you know you're ahead of a pack of ravenous wolves right on your heels. You got to pull up and make a pass.
There's Matt Marinchak, jumper from the foul line. No, tipped by Ivanek out to Chris Ober. And by the way, the Wolves, that's West Shamokin. This is the Rams.
Okay.
Oh, break, no look pass. Down low for Learn. Tanner Yancey again for Homer Center.
It's run the floor very well. Caleb Learns had some huge buckets here tonight. And he's done a great job on Paola, even though Paola's made fun. He is working him over hard. He's given up 6 inches.
62-59, Ligonier Valley. 2:49 left in the fourth quarter. 3-point lead. Michael Marinchak will dribble to the corner. Now he'll swing it back around. In the lane, Tanner Yancey tips it away from him, goes for the steal. Totino and Yancey collide, and they're going to call Tanner, and he says, but Totino rammed into me. And the fans not exactly thrilled with the call. For Tanner Yancey, that'll be 4 fouls.
You know, that's a loose ball. I don't call foul at all unless you blatantly run into the guy. They were both going for the ball. No harm, no foul, the way I saw that.
Matt Marinchak on the line. He's 1 for 1. He shoots a 1-on-1 here. 9th team foul will be double bonus the rest of the way for the Rams. The freshman. He will hit the front end. This is advertised, isn't it?
Yeah, he's definitely talented.
Just a freshman. He's got a lot of learning to do, but got the solid foundation. Here comes the second one. 2-possession game now at 63-59. And missed the second one. Ivanek the rebound for Homer Center. To Caleb Learn. Learn will bring it up the floor. He goes right to the basket. Oh, he missed the layup. Yancey the follow. That won't go either. It's tipped out of bounds by Homer Center. And again, well, that was a missed opportunity there. 2 of them, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's the way this season's gone right there. Near misses. Played a great game. These guys are playing their hearts out. Just not getting it.
2:25 to go in the fourth. Michael Marinchak across the timeline. Against a 2-3 zone. To the baseline for Totino. Back out front. They're going to take the air out of this ball.
Yeah, it's a 2-possession game. Homer needs to get a turnover here somehow.
There's nobody to foul. That's the problem. Matt Marinchak is going to take it around through the lane. And the running scoop is good. Jaden Ivanek will get the long pass from Henry. Up the lane he comes. From behind, Jackson Ludwig got it away from him, but right into the hands of Caleb Learn. 4-2.
He's been all over the place.
65-61 Ligonier Valley. Loose ball will be cleaned up by Ludwig. Out front for Totino. Now into the high post for Michael Marinchak. Kick it left. Matt Marinchak, wing 3. Henry the rebound for Homer Center. Trailing by 4, Henry up the floor. Lost it, got it back. Learn to Henry, top of the arc. He's going to bring it right down the lane. He lays it in. Blake Henry makes it a 2-point game. And a timeout, Homer Center. First 2 of the night for Blake Henry. 1:15 to go at Indiana Regional Medical Center. High school basketball night. AM 1160, 101.1 FM.
Third score. One of the worst beatings that this program has taken.
Right now it is 65-63.
David and Goliath story this is. 1:15 to go.
76-23 first time these two teams played. Ligonier Valley the lead now.
Any foul by Homer will put Ligonier on the line for 2. Ligonier only 5 team fouls, so that's a factor also down the stretch here.
Yancey and Ivanek each with 4 for Homer Center. Michael Marinchak out high. Matt Marinchak on the right sideline. 1:04 left in the fourth. Tanner Yancey got it in there.
Ooh, he's got to be careful, though. He's got 4 fouls. They lose Tanner, and then he has carried this team.
Matt Marinchak says he hit me on the wrist.
Yeah.
There's Michael Marinchak right down the lane, and he missed the layup. Jaden Ivanek chases to the corner. Oh, what a play. He tipped it off the leg of Nebelson.
Wow.
Trailing by 2 with 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Homer Center basketball. Needing some help, Yancey gets it into Ivanek. Here comes Tanner Yancey. 52 seconds to go.
This game was poorly coached by Ligonier. They had everything going their way here. There's
Tanner Yancey, foul line jumper to tie. Got it! Tied up at 65 with 39 seconds to go. Michael Marinchak in the backcourt for Ligonier Valley.
This place will erupt if they miss this shot. Homer gets the rebound.
Here's Marinchak with Yancey out high.
We don't need to challenge if you're Homer.
Kicks it left. Matt Marinchak into the lane. Missed the layup. Ivanek the rebound for Homer Center. 17 seconds to go. Blake Henry in the backcourt. Wildcats take timeout. They'll come back in a tie game with a chance to win it. 14.8 seconds to go. Homer Center looking to make the upset of the year against Ligonier Valley. Keep it right here, Ward.
Wow, that's all I can say. I'm just loving this. In that backcourt there.
Here come the Wildcats. Henry, Ivanek, Learn, Ober, and Tanner Yancey.
Caleb Learn, huge game for Homer Center off the bench. Huge game. It's 12 points for him.
Here they come.
They need the help.
65.
They need all the help bringing that ball up, and they got to make good passes.
Tanner Yancey will bring it in. Everybody on that end of the floor. Full court to go for Homer Center in a tie game. Yancey needs a teammate.
Yeah, Bob waved off. He didn't. They were going to throw the home run, and he waved it off. He knew that they had coverage on it, so he backed off.
Henry back to Yancey. 8 seconds to go. Here's Tanner out front. Tatino defends. Right side for Chris Ober. Baseline to Ivanek. Drive toward the basket. There's the shot. No, Henry didn't get it off. Marinchak got it on the arm. 1.1 second to go. Caleb Learn is on his way to the free throw line.
Well, that should be a technical on Marinchak. He slammed the ball. Seen that called on Homer.
And is it an intentional? I don't believe it is. Ligonier Valley all went over to their bench.
Well, there's 1.1 second to go.
Michael Marinchak's third foul. Now, Caleb Learn steps to the free throw line with 1.1 to go. He has 2 shots. His first one. Too strong. 1 more to go for the Wildcats.
That's a lot of pressure on that young man. He's played so well. God, I hope it knocks it in.
Here comes Caleb Learn again. 1 shot with 1.1 seconds to go. It's in the air. It is good! Ligonier Valley calls timeout. Homer Center leads it 66-65 with 1.1 second left. Keep it here.
Well, I can tell you, however this turns out, if Homer does win the ball game, My opinion, Todd, is my humble opinion that Ligonier Valley just flat coached poorly. They did not protect the lead. They had everything going their way with the foul situation. Did not exploit that. Paola wasn't involved in their half court much at all there in that fourth period. I just don't understand it.
Here we go. Defensively, Ligonier Valley has to go length of the floor, so you'll probably look at them trying to get it at least to midcourt. Homer Center has to not foul.
Yeah, I mean, this is far from over. Any kind of a, wow, I don't know if they can catch and shoot in 1 second, can you?
Yeah, they can. You can do it with under
Well,
a second.
I think, you might be looking at the old Duke play. Throw it deep to Paola, hope he outjumps everybody, and then puts it in.
Does Homer Center put one guy on the ball and everybody else
I would put Jaden on the ball. Force them to throw over him. Or one of their taller players. Yeah, well, you got to have, Caleb Norm's going to be posted on Paola.
All right, here comes
they're going to let him. I really believe like you that there he is. That's what you do right here. You put your tall jumper, so he's got to throw to the side.
Everybody else on the other side of the floor. Ligonier Valley has 1.1 seconds to go.
Marinchek's the other option, and they're covering him.
Totino, the long pass for Paola, intercepted by Henry. The Homer Center Wildcats have defeated the Ligonier Valley Rams 66-65. Wild celebration on the floor. Homer Center undermanned.
To everybody I talked to for the last week, my apologies. I never thought this team could beat Ligonier in a month of Sundays. I'm wrong, and I am so proud of them. So I don't mind eating that crow.
Congratulations. The handshake line. It was a tremendous effort all the way around. I mean, everybody for Homer Center with major contributions. Caleb Learn with the game-winning free throw with 1.1 second left.
Deservedly so. Played a tremendous game.
Our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show is next on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school basketball. Yeah. Just keep playing.
I'd like to get Caleb up here.
Skip this next IRMC. Skip Bud's Auto Sales. Play Advanced Care Pharmacy. And play First Commonwealth Bank.